Coronation Street star Antony Cotton reveals heartbreaking reason he was snappy on Dancing on Ice. Coronation Street actor Antony Cotton has opened up about his secret battle to find shelter and safety for a homeless friend that he was fighting while training for Dancing on Ice and also filming episodes of the ITV soap. It was noted by viewers that Antony had seemed snappy and confrontational when receiving critique from the panel of judges on the reality competition, but Antony has now stated that there was a very good reason for that, as he had a lot going on at the time. He shared, "When I was doing Dancing on Ice at the beginning of this year, I had this message from somebody that wasn't a friend but somebody that I'd met twice. I don't really use Facebook. I didn't know, but once I opened it I effing realized people can message you and they sit in this cesspit. Thousands of these messages. By fluke the top message out of thousands was this lad that I'd met a couple of times socially." The man told Antony that he was homeless, and the star got in touch with the charity Barnabas, who told him that he needed to get his friend to Manchester before they could help him. Antony booked him into a travel lodge over the weekend and then set about taking him through the long process of finding him shelter and emergency payments to try and get him a chance to get back on his feet. Antony told us, "I said, we've got 3 days to sort you out. I was in the middle of doing Dancing on Ice, so I may have appeared quite grumpy on it occasionally. I wanted to say, you don't know the half of what I'm effing going through right now. I was filming Coronation Street, going to Hertfordshire to do the show and Blackburn to rehearse, and in the middle of this lad appeared in my life. Thankfully, Antony and his friends' efforts paid off, and months later he is now back in employment and has shelter." The situation coincidentally mirrors what Antony's character Sean is about to face in Coronation Street when he starts living in a tent. Antony revealed his shock at how closely related the stories were, adding, "I'd kept this secret because it was a private thing. I rang up and said, there's a really odd line about Sean, he's lying about this job. They said, he's going to be homeless." Our assistant producer Tony Hammond said, "It's a community story about homelessness." I said, "Where's he actually going to live? Whose sofa is he on?" They said, "He's not going to be on a sofa. He's going to be homeless, living in a tent." I was like, F off. If somebody had said that to me without me going through this, I would have said, that just does not happen. Turns out it's true, and very spookily it was the identical story. So much so that I had to go back to Barnabas and say, "I don't want you to think I've come in here for some weird research and I've picked up this homeless person online." I then put work research in touch with them. Shelter is a brilliant national organization that everybody knows, but within each town and city there are individual charities. Barnabas is specific to Manchester. It's a volunteer-led organization. It's very spooky, but because I was in a position, I was able to go and help him and see the journey from beginning to middle to end. I was doing the research without knowing. It's a monstrous beast being homeless, horrific. I've sat in crack clinics and places I never thought I'd be sat in a million years, all because of trying to access help for somebody.